It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. Man, this is going to be a lot of fun. Let's talk to the legend, Ice Cube, joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Of course, the Big Three coming to San Antonio in August. Season 7 is here. Ice Cube, man, how's your Thursday?
Oh man, it's great. It's amazing. We going into our 7th season and tickets on sale. And hey, time to get ready for the season.
Ice Cube, when you started this thing, man, did you think that it would be a success like it has been? It really catches fire. It's very entertaining to watch. I mean, what were your expectations when you started this?
I knew that people would raise eyebrows when we first started. Usually, professional leagues just don't last. And we knew if we had something that was cool and look, the 3-on-3 game has been sitting there dormant, like up under the 5-on-5 game forever. And we just like let's treat it like the NBA. Let's make it as professional and polish it and then create our own rules and wrinkles that make it interesting to watch, fun to play and fun to watch. And we've calibrated the game in such a great way that I'm not surprised that people dig it.
Absolutely. Ice Cube joining us here on the Blitz. And, I think about so many athletes that want to be musicians, so many musicians that want to be athletes. And you kind of figured a way to turn this into a business on your own where you're mixing the best of both worlds with the music and the basketball.
Yeah, it's kind of like the best of both worlds, like peanut butter and jelly in so many ways. We take the game very serious. Everybody does. Nobody wants to see, a carnival act. We want to see hard-nosed play. So we take the game very serious, but we don't take anything else serious. Like, have fun. Be yourself. We're not going to give stupid texts for guys showing emotion. And we're not going to, be all over protective and if somebody run up to Iceman and ask for autograph, you're not gonna get tackled and thrown out the arena. You know what I mean? Let's let's have fun with the game and enjoy it, and then let's add music, let's add entertainment, let's add flavor and culture and make it a family event too. Make it affordable, where people can afford to take the whole family, and you don't just have to take your corporate buddy, So it's just a fan friendly, player friendly, viewer friendly approach to the game.
Ice Cube, it seems like everything you touch, man, turns to gold. You've been very successful. You're a very intelligent man, obviously. You see a player like a Caitlin Clark, and it reports say you went right after her. What is the status of that? Is she going to play in the Big Three, or is that gone?
I mean, we hope so. It's not going. We're still talking to her agents. We're trying to get a face-to-face meeting with her and her family. She's being pulled in 100 different directions right now. So, we're in good shape. She knows this is a huge opportunity. It's a huge statement. And if she plays in the Big Three, the world is going to be different the day she steps on the court. So you got to be ready to make that kind of statement. And we think she is. We're accommodating, so she'll be able to play in the WNBA, and we'll work around that schedule any way we have to. And we just welcoming her with open arms. She's a game changer, as you can see in the ratings, and and what she brings to the league. So for any league she plays for, she's gonna make an impact.
Yeah, she is. So you're saying the reports that we were hearing that you guys at the Big Three offered her $5 million, those are accurate?
That's accurate. And she actually, if she takes the contract, she's probably gonna see a lot more money than that when it's all said and done.
I see. What do you think? Why do you think she has kind of taken the sports world by storm? I mean, obviously she's a hell of a player. There's no question about it, but it just seems like she has this mystique and aura around her. Why do you think that is?
She's a hell of a player. People love, you know, people that can dunk and people that can shoot from far away. It's like those things. And she's a hell of a passer. She gets her teammates involved when she, when it's difficult for her to get loose. So, all around great player, and I think it's the perfect timing for the women's game. I think the men have taken the game for granted a little bit. I think one and done has killed the men's game in college. Some general managers in the NBA need to draft some seniors, guys who went 4 years and make them lottery picks and start to, appreciate guys who spent 4 years in college playing or 3 years or whatever. So it's opened the door for the women's game where you see a lot more passion in how they play.
Absolutely. Ice Cube joining us here on the Blitz 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. And I think about, $5 million for Caitlin Clark to play in the Big Three is far more than she'll get salary-wise from the WNBA. And obviously sponsorships and endorsement deals, she's going to, be right up there with all those that are making that kind of money. What are the rules when you say you could accommodate through the WNBA schedule? That does the WNBA have rules that would allow her to play in the Big Three and for the Indiana Fever, assuming that they don't screw it up and don't take her number one? So she's going to be with the Fever. Are there rules with the WNBA that would allow her to play in the Big Three?
I mean, I don't see anything that would prevent her from playing in the Big Three. These ladies go, when the season is not in, they're going all over the world playing. We saw the situation in Russia with Brittany Griner. So they're going all over the world to play to supplement the income they're not making in the WNBA. This would, prevent this player from having to do that. She could play in the Big Three and play in the WNBA. All we have to do is move a game or two. We both play on CBS. So it's just a win-win for everybody if she decides to play.
Well, one guy that you have that he's very special to us here in San Antonio, and that's the Iceman, George Gervin. What's it like being around that guy? Because we love him. He's a golfer. He's just a laid-back, chill kind of guy. And have you grown to love this guy the way we do here in San Antonio?
Oh, man, please. Cool as a fan. He's like my uncle. All he want to do is hunt on his land out there in Texas and golf, and come and hang out with us all summer. This is his 7th, 8th year with us. And, man, we love him. And it's going to be cool to really, bring him back home. Him and Steven Jackson, they're going back home. And to get a warm welcome from that crowd, who loves basketball and who appreciates players of this status. And it's great to finally, we played Dallas, we played Houston. It's finally, time, for the Iceman to get his warm welcome.
In San Antonio, Frost Bank Center, August 4th is when that is going to happen. Knucklehead question. When you and George are in the same room with a bunch of people and they say ice, who are they talking to?
They talking to him. If they say Cube, they talking to me. He gets to own the ice label. I take a back seat.
You take a back seat to nobody, man.
Nobody.
What's the
To the Iceman, I'll take a back seat.
there you go.
I'm little ice to him.
Little ice.
Little ice. I think about everything that you've done, and throughout growing up, guys my age, I'm 51. You were such a big part of our years growing up. You were in the middle of it. Everything that you were doing. What is the coolest part about being Ice Cube?
Getting a chance to meet your heroes and find out that they're fans just as much as you're fans. You can't beat that. I'm hanging out with Dr. J. I'm hanging out with Clyde Drexler, Rick Barry, Gary Payton. And these guys are just as much as fans of me as I am of them. And it's just cool for us to just be gushing over each other. You know what I mean?
Well, I tell you what, you've an incredible life, and I wants to be Ice Cube. I do. I'd like to be Ice Cube for a day. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Well, come hang out with me for a day, and we can see if we can trick some people out there.
You gotta.
But Cube right here.
I'm going to tell them myself, and kind of like the fanboy story. Super Bowl 38 down in Houston. We're down there doing our thing. You're walking by, and I think Joe Montana was around, Dan Marino was around. You were walking, and I think more people were taking pictures with you. And this was kind of before the day of cell phone selfies. This is, your portable cameras and all that kind of stuff. You were taking more photos with people, including one with me, than the football players that were there.
It's been an amazing run, for me. If I would have wrote this out, how my career was going to go when I was a youngster, I would have shortchanged myself because it's been more amazing to live it. And, I appreciate it. I appreciate the fans. I appreciate, being able to do music and movies and now sports. Matter of fact, we're going to be there during the concert August 3rd. Day before the Big Three at the Frost Bank Arena. So make it an Ice Cube weekend and hang out.
Absolutely. It's going to be a blast. Who else is going to be playing with you at the concert on the 3rd?
Oh, man, don't give me the line.
All right, fair enough, because I didn't have that. Maybe you're breaking news. I know the game's on the 4th. I didn't know you guys were doing a show on the 3rd.
I'm on the 3rd.
Nice.
Bring a few people with me. I just got to look at who I got with me this time.
I got you. We know the lineup's going to be awesome, and you're going to be the headline, and it's going to be awesome. Get your tickets now. Go to thebig3.com. Games in at the Frost Bank Center Sunday, August 4th. And do what you can to make sure Caitlin Clark is here for that one.
Will do. No problem.
Appreciate it, man.
Good number. I call her up.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Although I think you'll have a better chance of getting her number than I will.
No question.
I'll call her up.
Good stuff, man. Good luck on her on getting Caitlin Clark, and man, congrats on all your success with the Big Three. And I'm glad you guys are finally making your way down here to San Antonio.
No problem. Take it easy.
Appreciate it. The great Ice Cube joining us here on the Blitz on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com.